This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Marianne Kushi. Let's get right into your top local stories. It is Election Day, and if you haven't already, the clock is ticking to turn in your ballot. Voting centers are open throughout the county until 8 o'clock tonight, meaning you can vote in person, drop off your ballot, or you can mail it if postmarked by today. But voting officials say that can be kind of risky. So let's talk about voter turnout. The registrar says nearly 25% of San Diegans have already voted, and that's actually trending ahead of the last few primaries. Besides the race to replace Governor Gavin Newsom, who is terming out, there's the Attorney General contest, and congressional seats. In San Diego, District 48 is the one to watch. We're also keeping an eye on San Diego City Council seats in Districts 2 and 8, and the county supervisor who will represent District 5. The registrar tells NBC7 that the staff is ready and we can expect the first batch of unofficial results after the polls close tonight at 8.
And those are all of the ballots that have been cast up until Election Day, but then we will provide additional releases of just the ballots that were cast on Election Day at vote centers. Following the next days, we will be processing the timely cast vote-by-mail ballots. Those are all the ones picked up from the vote centers, the ballot drop boxes, and from the Postal Service.
Your full election night coverage is right here on NBC7, and you can find the latest updates on all the races that matter to you on air, online, and on our streaming platforms. Now to the cross-border tunnel that was discovered near the Otay Mesa port of entry. We showed you these images inside the tunnel from Mexican officials. This was yesterday. Now we have a look at the exit point on the U.S. side. We've got this video shared by federal agents. The tunnel is about 1,900 feet long and about 5 to 6 stories deep with ventilation and electricity. Homeland Security says that they've been watching the Buy for Less store, which is tied to the investigation, since December. The feds say that they saw only a handful of people visit, and they were seen taking suitcases in and out of the store. On Friday, they caught 4 smugglers with more than a ton of cocaine with a street value of $45 million.
Make no mistake, had the cartel been successful, thousands of pounds of dangerous drugs would have been distributed throughout the entire country and beyond.
2 men from San Diego and 2 men from Mexico are facing federal charges now, including distribution of a controlled substance. If they're convicted, they face life in prison and a $10 million fine. Well, as you can see and hear there, emotions were running high outside the downtown courthouse as a woman accused in a deadly hit and run in Southcrest was released on bond. Asme Aleti, a county employee, pleaded not guilty yesterday to killing 27-year-old Katie Osorio. This was at a bus stop last month. Elliott's attorney said that she was stressed out on the day of the crash and upset over the Islamic Center shooting, which happened 4 days prior.
She didn't recall a single moment of her striking a person, reversing back, going forward, and leaving the scene. But yet, she also reversed back when the police attempted to get her again because she knew what she did. She knew that she had just killed a person. She knew she took our family member's life away, and she's excusing herself with a mosque event.
Osorio was working 2 jobs and sending money home to Mexico for her family. She was set to be married next month. And as for Elliott, who is a director at the County of San Diego, she has a prior DUI conviction from 2010 that was in San Bernardino. A judge ordered her to not drive, and she will be back in court in November. Meteorologist Brooke Martell joins us now with a look at your first alert forecast.
Here's a look at your Election Day forecast across the county, starting with the coastline here. Gradual clearing for your Tuesday. We do have temperatures maxing out around the low 70s. If you're heading to the immediate coastline, it'll be closer to the mid to upper 60s. Over the inland valley communities, mostly sunny skies by this afternoon, close to the upper 70s. Some areas like Ramona could reach 80 degrees. We'll have upper 70s with some breezy conditions periodically over the mountain communities and over the desert region. Those temperatures today are staying right around triple digits. We'll see more of that for the rest of the week.
You count on deeper investigations.
Why didn't you just let her go?
I'm trying to keep our family together.
You count on getting a response. You count on a committed team looking out for you.
A lot of our small business vendors tell me that you owe them quite a bit of money.
In 2 languages.
¿Por qué piensa que ellos no hacen más?
You count on results.
And they said, you have your money back.
And getting answers.
Do you still feel let down?
It's a slap in the face.
This is NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 investigates and responds. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Marianne Kushi, and welcome back, everybody. Escondido police are asking for your help in finding the drivers involved in a deadly hit and run. Investigators are saying this was last Friday night that a man walked into the street near the intersection of South Redwood Avenue and 9th Street. There you see the video from nearby security cameras showing that he was carrying a phone or a flashlight and then possibly looking for a lost item in the road. That's when he was hit by a black sedan and then just flung into the air. Then moments later, a truck appeared to roll over him while he was on the ground. Neither driver stopped.
We see accidents here all the time. And the person that hit them, it's not their fault, but they shouldn't have ran.
Eventually, other drivers pulled over to help the man. He was taken to a hospital where he's pronounced dead. His identity is being withheld until all of his family members can be notified. More than 170,000 people issued parking tickets could be getting money from the city of San Diego. In a class action lawsuit, a judge has ruled that the city has illegally collected millions of dollars in parking violation late fees as well as penalties. Here's NBC7's Jackie Crea to explain.
Well, a judge ruled that the city of San Diego has to pay more than $16 million to the plaintiffs, to anyone that parked within the city of San Diego limits between February 22nd of 2022 and March 31st of 2025. When the city of San Diego issues a parking ticket to someone, the California Vehicle Code requires it to mail an initial letter, giving that person a 14-day window to pay it without penalty. A judge has ruled in favor of a class action lawsuit that claims the city of San Diego was instead sending those notices with late fees already tacked on right at the start. Like here, San Diego resident Toya Hacia Welch got a parking ticket on February 2nd of 2022 in downtown San Diego. A notice of delinquency came weeks later on April 6th, but it only listed $112.50 as the total amount due with fines and penalties if paid by April 20th. Not on the notice, but required the option to pay the base fine of $57.50 within 14 days. The city denies all of the allegations and has not responded to the judge's ruling or NBC7 for comment, but the city still lists on its website. The court has not determined whether plaintiff or the city are correct. There is no money available now and no guarantee that there will be. The attorneys representing the more than 170,000 people or plaintiffs declined to comment at this time. In court documents, the city now provides 21 days before adding any fees. In Kensington, Jackie Crea, NBC7.
And we will have a look at your first alert weather right after this.
NBC 7 and Telemundo 20 weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages.
Más de 3 pulgadas de precipitación.
You count on innovative tech.
Look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
They just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Here's a look at that 10-day forecast, what you can expect for the rest of your week. A little bit of a warming trend happening, not much. You could see by Thursday, places like the coastline, especially for downtown, could trend right around those mid-70s, but we'll get more 80s by that point for the Inland Valley communities. As we head into the weekend, those temperatures are going to taper off just a little bit. They'll stay just slightly below their seasonal averages in some cases. Same thing will go for the mountain communities. You can see some 70s and 80s, and we have those triple digits in store for the desert region.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll have more news for you on NBC7.com.